All right, so we're back and ready to dive into another exciting Champions League matchup.
Definitely exciting.
This one is, well, let's just say it has all the ingredients for a classic David versus Goliath kind of story, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We've got Club Brugge, the Belgian underdogs, going head-to-head with Atalanta, that Italian team that just loves to attack. Two teams with, like, completely different stories and ways of playing the game.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
So the big question on everyone's mind is, can Brugge pull off a miracle? Can they overcome, I don't know, their history, their shaky recent form, and just, like, shock everyone?
Well, Brugge's journey to the playoffs was, how do I put it? A bit of a surprise. I mean, they only managed to score 7 goals.
Yeah.
7. That's the lowest out of all the teams that made it.
Wow, that is low. So how do they even get here?
It's a head scratcher. Right. It makes you wonder if they can handle Atalanta's attacking power.
It's almost like they snuck in, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
And it's not just a low scoring, right? They haven't beaten an Italian team since, get this, 2003.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about 15 matches. 15.
That's a long time.
So I got to ask, how do you think that's going to affect them mentally, going into this game with that kind of baggage?
You know, a streak like that, it definitely messes with a team's head. But hey, there's a glimmer of hope.
Oh, yeah.
They did win their last match.
That's right.
It might have been just one win in their last 6, but, you know, sometimes all it takes is a little spark to turn things around. Maybe that win will give them the boost they need. They got to believe they can break that curse, you know?
Yeah, they got to. Now, let's talk about Atalanta. They seem to be back in their groove after that, how do you even describe it, that demolition of Verona?
Oh, yeah.
5-0.
Yeah.
And that's the 6th time they've scored 5 or more goals this season. That's just insane. So what makes their attack so potent? What's the secret sauce?
It's like they're constantly moving, you know? Unpredictable. They don't rely on just one superstar. They've got this system where everyone's involved, midfielders running forward, defenders overlapping.
Oh, I see.
It's really hard to defend against.
Like they're attacking from all sides, yeah.
Exactly.
And that win against Verona, that was right after they went 3 games without a win, which, to be fair, started with a draw against Barcelona.
Sure.
Not exactly slouches, those guys.
Yeah.
And we can't forget their away form in the Champions League. Only 2 losses in their last 13 away games. And they often score 2 or more goals.
Oh, I know.
That's intimidating.
Big time. It shows they're not afraid to take the game to their opponents no matter where they're playing.
Yeah, they're coming in hot. But hey, maybe we shouldn't write off Brugge just yet.
Right.
They do have some talent, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like Gustaf Nilsson.
Oh, good one.
He could be their secret weapon against Atalanta's defense.
Yeah, he's a real threat.
The guy knows how to score. I mean, 9 out of his 10 goals, they either opened or closed the scoring for Brugge.
Clutch player.
That's clutch, right. And against a team like Atalanta, that kind of, like, decisive scoring, that could be the difference maker.
Absolutely. A single goal can change everything in a game like this. Atalanta better keep a close eye on him.
Oh, yeah, they better. Now, on the other side, Atalanta has their own playmaker, right?
Oh, yeah, Charles de Ketelaere.
What can you tell us about him?
He's their maestro, the guy who pulls the strings. I mean, 4 goals and 5 assists in the Champions League, that's pretty impressive.
So he's not just scoring himself, he's setting up his teammates, too.
Exactly. Vision, passing range, he's got it all. Like a quarterback on the pitch.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So how do you think Brugge is going to try and stop him?
That's the big question, right? If they can disrupt him, take him out of the game, they might have a chance at slowing down Atalanta's attack.
It's a real clash of styles here, isn't it? Brugge, the underdogs, maybe playing defensively, hitting on the counter, and then you have Atalanta just going all out. Attack, attack, attack.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating.
And given Atalanta's history, they love those high-scoring matches. Over 2.5 goals in 7 out of their last 8 away games in the Champions League.
Wow.
So are we in for a goal fest?
Well, it's definitely a possibility. Atalanta loves to set the tempo, push the pace, so, you know, goals are likely. But Brugge's defense, they can't be underestimated. They'll have to be disciplined, organized if they want to weather the storm.
This is where it gets really interesting, right? Can Brugge, with all the odds stacked against them, their history against Italian teams, you know, can they pull off the upset? Or is Atalanta just too strong, too much firepower? What are your final thoughts? What are you expecting from this game?
It's the ultimate test of contrasting styles, right? Can a solid defense overcome an unstoppable attack? The mental game will be huge. If Brugge can frustrate Atalanta, keep it tight, who knows?
Anything can happen.
But if Atalanta find their rhythm early, it could be a tough night for Brugge.
A real nail-biter. So, for everyone listening, who do you think will win? Think about what we've discussed. Their form, their styles, the key players. It's going to be a great match. We'll be back next time to break down the result and see if the underdog pulled off the impossible.
Can't wait.